Carolina Improv is starting up some new classes on the South Strand next week, teaching people how to think better on their feet.
I could use that. ABC 15's Amanda Kinseth is live this morning at the Myrtle Beach Mall to show us more. Good morning.
Good morning. That's right. Yeah, thinking on your feet. That's important. Well, anytime you're standing, first of all, right? And then anytime you're in business, at work.
Yeah, absolutely. Improv is so, I think people automatically think comedy, right? You think, oh, that's funny, I don't want to do that. Even when people take classes here, they're like, I could never do what you do. I mean, I've been trying to get you to take classes here. But the thing is, we're born with this ability to think fast on our feet and listen and really be in the moment. We have that ability, but we need to practice it because it's a brain thing. So we have to exercise our brain. And in business, think about this. We're on the Grand Strand. We have a lot of tourists. Customer service. Think about those customers who get angry. You know, the customers who are like in the car for 14 hours driving from New York. Hey guys, I know you're watching this morning. You know, they're kind of cranky and they like kind of get irritated. We have to be able to like really be able to move quickly to deal with that. And how do we do that? Well, we listen and we let them vent, and then we have to move really quickly to accommodate them. So when you have that improv ability and you're practicing it, you get really good at customer service or sales or problem solving. I'm sure you never have problems at work.
Right. No. Who has problems at work? Now, how about toddlers? Do you have ideas on how to accommodate angry toddlers? That would really benefit my life sometimes. It could be used in all aspects of the world, right?
Yeah, you know, you could play a lot of improv games with them to distract them. I can give you, we can yes and, we can play in the back. You know, a lot of people do the yes and exercise in the back of the car with the kids to kind of distract them. But kids are really good, you know, with selling. I don't know if you've ever noticed how your kids might negotiate. That might have happened this morning for you.
How do they learn that kind of stuff?
They're born with it. That's the point. We're born with that ability, and kids they don't have a filter yet. We grow up, become adults, we get filters. These kids don't have it. So we do a lot of training in improv for business, and we do something called Sell Like a Child. And we make adults become children again. And to think about all those things that kids are really good at, right? They got the cute factor, they got the it factor, they don't take no for an answer. They find ways to like overcome what you're saying. They don't give up.
That is very true. Yeah. And we can't hire children, you know, the whole child labor thing. So teach yourself to be like a child.
Exactly.
I like it. And can we just kick it back and have fun too, right? That's what kids do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guys?
Very cool. And registration is opening up, or it's now open, for the Improv Level 1 class that's going to be happening at Carolina Home Exteriors in Myrtles Inlet for 6 weeks. Classes start up this Tuesday at 6:30.
Now the event, Myrtle Movers and Shakers, is coming up on March the 16th at 7:30 p.m. at Carolina Improv there in the Myrtle Beach Mall. Improv classes are helping some business owners and employees in our area, and now you can sign up for classes to test out your improv skills.
ABC 15's Amanda Kinseth is live this morning at Carolina Improv in the Myrtle Beach Mall with details.
That's right. We talked earlier about how good improv is for business and pretty much everyday life, and apparently now we're doing some. I am standing in this line and I have no idea what's going on. So you want to tell us? Or tell me? I think
we're going to just throw
knows.
you in the fire. So in improv, one of the things that we focus on is storytelling. And we use this in life. You can use this in business. How do you tell a good story? How do you get out of a traffic ticket? How do you sell better? So we're going to do a really quick story, and you're going to catch on. So it's like a once upon a time that has an ending, and we just sort of take over. So at some point you might feel like you want to step in or not. Just go with us.
Okay.
Keith, can you give us a one-word suggestion?
Amusement park.
Amusement park. This story is about amusement park, okay? Once upon a time, there was this guy named Keith, and he loved amusement parks. He couldn't wait to go up and down on the roller coaster. So he went and took money out of his savings account and bought a band so he could ride one ride after the other.
Of course, what he forgot was sometimes the band would work and sometimes it wouldn't, because it was only good on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
So on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, he was at the amusement park with his dog Charlie.
Charlie loved all the rides, but was very afraid of the roller coaster.
So Keith took him on the roller coaster, and here they were. Woo! And what do you suppose Charlie did?
So the moral of of the story is, if you're going to take a dog on a roller coaster,
Make sure you have a doggy bag.
And there you have it.
That was fun! What do you guys think?
What an elaborate story. And
My
the other moral of
favorite
the story
thing,
is
too.
don't take the dog on the roller coaster Monday, Wednesday, or Friday.
Exactly.
Period. Okay.
So you were paying attention.
Always.
Well, you can do the classes at the Myrtle Beach Mall, or if you're on the South Strand, registration is now open for the Improv Level 1 class. It's being held at Carolina Home Exteriors in Myrtle's Inlet for 6 weeks, and classes start up this Tuesday at 6:30.
Then the event, Myrtle Movers and Shakers, is coming up on March 16th at 7:30 p.m. at Carolina Improv there in the Myrtle Beach Mall.
Featuring our own Amanda Kinseth, by the way. She's a
She did
mover and
great.
shaker. I know.
There
And
was
she's
not
going to show
one
you how
bead
it's
of
done.
sweat coming down her forehead.
Carolina Improv is starting up some new classes on the South Strand next week, teaching people how to think better on their feet.
I am taking notes. ABC 15's Amanda Kinseth is live this morning at the Myrtle Beach Mall, and she was doing a little improv of her own. Good morning.
I was, but what I was missing apparently was a key element. I found out the secret ingredient to improv, and that's this warm-up right here. How cool is this?
It's a shakedown.
I didn't know. I need to do this every morning.
It's a
before-
shakedown to wake up.
Yeah.
And quietly.
Oh, I'm going to have to learn that so I can do it for the morning. But okay, we're talking about, you know, it helps people taking these classes. It's so fun, and it helps you in business. And then also, you guys have shows here, and you're having a new one coming up.
We have a new show, March 16th, called Myrtle Movers and Shakers. And you're one of the movers and shakers. What? And we're going to do the show partly on a story that you tell us.
Okay.
So that's really cool. So just to kind of give a taste of it, we'll do this really fast. I want you to tell us like a quick, in 10, 15, 20 seconds, how did you start working at WPDE?
Well, I was living in Kansas, which is about as far away from a beach as you can get, and I just wanted to move to the beach, so I set up several interviews, and Myrtle Beach was the first one I came to. I came over the weekend, woke up, saw the sunrise, saw dolphins jumping in the ocean.
Okay.
Sold!
Thank you. See you later.
You're not in Kansas anymore.
I'm not. Oh, my slippers don't work. But the dolphins. Look at the dolphins. Tug the dolphin. Oh, Toto the dolphin.
Beware, my pretty, because there is an evil empire here also.
Oh no, what will I do? Will I ever get a job? It's the IRS. Did you fill out the correct forms for staying in Myrtle Beach? Yes, I did. Did you pay the hospitality tax? I did. Okay, you can stay. Oh, thank goodness.
Hey, y'all. You ain't from around here, are you?
What gave you that idea? Was it my ruby slippers or my Kansas license plate?
No, it has to do with how you talk, and I can't understand a word you say.
What'd you say?
Oh, no.
And it's just as easy as that.
I love it, and that is totally like when I moved here.
You know, there was so much going on in that live shot, and we were kind of laughing if someone had just tuned in to our show.
Like,
They'd probably
what
be
are
like, what is going on?
It's pretty cool. You can check out these Improv Level 1 classes. Registration's open right now for the ones that are starting next week. They're going to be at Carolina Home Exteriors in Myrtle's Inlet for 6 weeks, starting Tuesday at 6:30.
Then the event, Myrtle Movers and Shakers, is coming up on March 16th at 7:30 p.m. at Carolina Improv there at the Myrtle Beach Mall. Improv classes are helping some business owners and employees in our area. Now you can sign up for classes to test your skills. They've been giving us example scenarios all morning long.
Amanda Kinseth is a pro. She's live at Carolina Improv in the Myrtle Beach Mall with more.
I tell you what, it's a lot of fun what you guys do, and it really is beneficial as well, you know, for business people, for anybody.
For life.
For life.
Improv your life.
Right. Right,
Yeah.
and so people can jump in on classes.
So we got a couple things going on. We've got classes, our next level 1 class, we're starting a South Strand class because people are saying well, they don't want to drive up north.
Ooh,
I don't
yeah.
know why. So South Strand class starts next Tuesday. We're doing that. We have classes going on all the time. We've got a lot of shows coming up. Spring break's happening. We'll add shows, including the new show with you that you're going to be in. And of course, business training. How can you have a better workforce and make more money in the company? Give your people some improv training.
Who wants more money?
Who wants that?
Come on. And I want to mention too the Movers and Shakers show that you have. People could nominate Movers and Shakers, right?
Yes,
like, hey, I think
thank
this would
you.
be a good person.
Yeah, if you know someone who's like a local celeb, it doesn't have to be, it could be like maybe someone who's prominent in town in business or a philanthropist, or maybe somebody else from WPDE.
Maybe. I like it. Crystal and Matt come to
should
mind.
do it.
Yeah.
Crystal would be awesome too.
So and let's show kind of an example of some of the stuff you do maybe in class.
So we're just going to do kind of a quick warm-up so that we don't have to think too much about this. It's just to kind of get us to focus. We're going to do a sound ball, and we're going to throw an imaginary ball, and we're going to make a sound, and then that person's going to throw it and make a sound. You'll get it. You'll catch on.
Okay.
We'll let Amanda catch it eventually, all right? So, whoop.
Zing! This one's to you, Matt and Crystal. Hurrah!
Oh, you catch it, Crystal, because you're the one with the good improv skills.
Gina just knows me. That's why I got the
I
special
know.
shout out.
I'm just kidding.
We'll have to introduce
I'll
you.
let that one pass.
Registration's now open for the Level 1 improv class at Carolina Home Exteriors in Myrtles Inlet for 6 weeks. It starts up this Tuesday at 6:30.
Now, the event Myrtle Movers and Shakers they were just talking about coming up on March 16th at 7:30 p.m. at Carolina Improv there in the Myrtle Beach Mall.